Kanye West came to the White House. Now, as I've said for many months at this point, do I think that Kanye West is the world's best political commentator? Do I think that he's on par with, the late Charles Krauthammer? No, I don't. Do I think that he knows a lot about politics? I don't think that he's read tons of books, but do I think that he has a unique perspective on the world? That I do. And do I think that he has every right to express that perspective just as anyone else would? Absolutely. And do I appreciate more than anything that Kanye West has basically said, look, I'm an individual. I'm not just a black man who fits in your category. I'm not just a black man who fits in your category. I'm not just a black man who fits in your category.
Yeah, with the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just black. We are Jews.
I'm not just a black man who fits in your category.
I know if Jewish people would accept that I'm Jew, then they would see what I'm saying in a different way. They would hear it in a different way.
But see, the people, you saying you're Jewish, that...
No, I'm Jew, not Jewish. Jewish means like that of a Jew. I'm saying I'm Jew. Jewish means like that of a Jew. I'm saying I'm Jew.
You're a Jew.
I'm not just a black man who fits in your category. I'm an individual with my own thoughts and experiences and feelings, and that allows me to think outside the box with regard to my politics without you trying to club me into place like a baby seal. That I appreciate. That I appreciate.
What do you think about the comments made by Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, about Jewish people?
They're awful. He had some good political comments about racism. What he said is basically, you can't use racism as an excuse for failing in America anymore. Instead, maybe we ought to think about how we actually better the country. Seems pretty fair to me. They're awful and anti-Semitic. What he said is basically, you can't use racism as an excuse for failing in America anymore. Instead, maybe we ought to think about how we actually better the country. Seems pretty fair to me. Anti-Semitism is fascinating because it breaks down into so many different parts. If you're racist against the Jews, you're anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitism in terms of ethnicity, which is like Nazi-esque anti-Semitism, old school religious anti-Semitism, that you get out of that anti-Semitism, historically speaking, most anti-Semitism for...
This is a simple thing I'll put. I believe that the idea of anti-Semitism and the closeness of the Holocaust is used by certain individuals in media to not take accountability for the bad things that are happening.
He is saying some things that need to be said. And when you hear an argument, you really, instead of first considering the source, you may first want to consider the validity of the argument. The argument that Kanye is making there is exactly right. Now, so a bunch of Democrats are just racists. They're just racist. They think that the color of Kanye's skin should dictate his political viewpoint. That is racism. Now, I've said in the past that when there are people who say, I am Jewish and I believe in abortion, for example, I've said that's not a Jewish principle. You know why? Because Judaism isn't an ethnicity only, it's a religion. Right? It's an actual set of principles. It's like saying that if you're pro-abortion and you say that you're Christian, that's really difficult to say because Christian is a set of principles. Black is not a set of principles. White is not a set of principles. Asian is not a set of principles. It's an ethnicity. It's a skin color. It's a race. Okay, none of those should dictate anything having to do with what goes on inside your head, obviously, because if we thought that it did, that would be textbook racism. But the left likes to engage in textbook racism. It's their favorite thing.
I only mention that because, to put this in context, the Jews who vote for Obama are, by and large, Jews in name only. Ginos, you call them.
My statement was based on the fact that Jews in the United States, as an ethnic group, are largely irreligious, which is true by every single poll. Jews are the most irreligious group in the United States. As an Orthodox Jew who actually takes Judaism seriously, the point that I am making is that most Jews who are ethnically Jewish are not religiously Jewish in any context.
No. The point you were making is that Jews who vote for Obama are Jews in name only.
I said that, yes, that is correct. That Jews who voted for Barack Obama, a progenitor of the Iran deal, a person who was cracking down on religious liberty, a person who spent much of his career as president of the United States attempting to deprive Israel of the necessities to defend itself, that people, Jews who voted for President Obama, by and large, cared about Judaism far less than they did about other priorities.
Did you said they should turn their badge in as a Jew?
Yes, I believe that if you are somebody who takes Judaism seriously, that comes along with ideological commitment.
I mean, I guess.
Also, I hope. Okay, that was not even the worst. Okay, that was just the beginning. Then there was these CNN contributors.
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers.
So Kanye West is married to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian rose to prominence on the back, no pun intended, of the Ray J sex tape. April Ryan went for comment on the Kanye visit to the White House to the guy who stooped Kanye's wife on tape before she knew Kanye. All class, these members of the media, just all class. Here's April Ryan doing that routine.
Text messaging with Ray J. You know who Ray J is. He was once close with Kim Kardashian. He said, I think that it's a great opportunity for young black entrepreneurs and artists to talk one-on-one with the President of the United States of America. And he goes on to say this, but in watching the tape from CNN, he did say he's a little concerned.
Okay, reaching out to the ex-lover of a guy's wife for comment is just, that is not even beyond the bounds of journalistic ethics. That's beyond the bounds of ethics, period. It's just beyond ethics. It's crazy stuff. That's crazy. Why in the world would you think that Ray J has anything unique to offer to this situation except that he once slept with Kim Kardashian on tape? How is that even on CNN? Like, how does CNN call itself a news network and do that sort of thing?
The day I had Sunday service, my kids are supposed to be there, and my kids were nowhere to be found. And I text Kim and said, where are my kids? We get into an argument. And then I get a text from a number I don't know, and it's Pete Davidson bragging about being in bed with my wife.
On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media.
Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers.
There are people who I think try to be objective on CNN. I've said before, I think Jake Tapper very often tries to be objective and tries to actually do his job. And the media's overwrought reaction to the fact that Kanye West shows up in the White House is indicative of a couple of different things. One, it is indicative of the fact that when a black person says they like President Trump, the media hates no one like a black person who says they like President Trump. No one. Because they have violated the tenets of intersectionality, which suggests that we all think like our group. We all think like our ethnic group.
The Jews who vote for Obama are, by and large, Jews in name only. Ginos, you call them.
So I hope.
The Jew, I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us. And you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts. And you can love what we're pushing with the pornography.
He actually defended Balenciaga yesterday. So for all those people on the right who are saying, well, Ye he's a good Christian who's just defending our honor. First of all, if this is your Christian lineup, right? If this is the best Western Christendom has to offer, is Ye last night, Alex Jones, and Nick Fuentes, Western Christendom is in serious, serious trouble.
You have 6 billion idol worshippers who makes God angry every second of their life. Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Tibet, Nepal, Thailand. So many. India alone is 500 million. China is 2 billion. So many. 2 billion Christians, which are idol worshippers. Between Chinese, Hindus, Buddhists, and Christian, at least 6.5 billion people are idol worshippers that, according to the Torah, do not have the right to live. Idol worshipper goy, it's death penalty. Not only Jews, even a goy who bow down to an idol, who believe in JC, deserve death penalty.
If this is your Christian lineup, right? If this is the best Western Christendom has to offer, is Ye last night, Alex Jones, and Nick Fuentes, Western Christendom is in serious, serious trouble.
Still, Chad Minayu. One would die, when we tarde, L'ukmi Malka. And through that, they're so busy in establishing new sovereignties in the place where the person fell, they don't bother Klal Yisrael. Meaning, that Hashem does a chesed, and they're so busy killing each other that they don't kill us. So it's a historical overview of the various wars and battles, world wars, etc. So busy battling each other, they leave us alone. Now, Moshe Zatzal would say, that's the mile of sports. The guys are so busy in sports, they don't have time to check for the Jews. If they saw boxing, where they pummel and kill each other, instead of pummeling and killing us. Go upon them. They have national pastimes, some of them benign, like baseball, some of them a little more dangerous, like football, where they're wired for sound to hear the crunch of the broken bone. But the more they pummel each other, the less they pummel us. Kill each other.
Frankly, Kanye sounds much more sane than virtually everybody else in public life. And again, we are a society that rewards people for twerking in thongs while being 150 pounds overweight. But
My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer.
Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't.
You know, Kanye's a real rock star. He's not even in the same league. Like, Jay's not in the same league as Kanye. Like, Kanye is a real rock star. A real rock star goes all over, tours all over the world, and has a globe on a stage that costs $2 million a show. No sponsors. So Kanye sells out with everybody corporate not fucking with him. He does it completely independent. He does not have to wear a Yankee uniform. Nike's not giving him no sponsorship. He makes his clothes independently, and he does quadruple with a nigga that got a whole lot of corporate selling a whole lot of outpours for the culture. Like, you got to remember, a certain culture looks at us as cattle. We're just here to fuel their agenda. They sell us drugs, allegedly, sell us clothes, sell us shit we don't need so that we can fund their control. We're basically, not us, but the ones that are fooled, that will wear a Yankee fucking uniform, are basically slaves and don't know it. And buy all of this other culture's products, and I'm the face. I'm the one that makes you buy it, and they're the ones that benefit, and they don't dance on the stage. They just pay everybody that y'all think is famous to show up so that y'all could buy their shit.
Whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney.
My beef was with Lior because I think he's a fake CEO, and I think he's fronting on my culture, but he can't front on anybody else. And I'm calling him out publicly, and I want him to stop trying to rape my culture. Go make some money with some other people. Like, stop having your agenda be hip-hop. Like when Joey was like, our agenda to open up Asylum was to go, it didn't say nothing about going to get no rock and roll. It was go to get people that they don't even care about and make money from them. Yeah, just get money in their culture. Let them do it. Let's let the violence stay there. Let's benefit from the violence and not bring in, like, you know what I mean? It was like they have people that their job is to create beef so that they can monetize it, pause, but they don't let their culture feel it. You know, the question should be, why don't you do something besides rap? And if you are all into rap, what have you done to give back to the community? I didn't know why that wasn't asked. It is what it is. It's a perfect example of what they always do to us. They always try to, you know, offer some paper bag of money or whatever it is, whatever selfish agenda, which is the test, and then have us divide so they can benefit and take the fight off of them and put the focus on them. Never had a beef with Jay. Always with Lior and his whole crew. He's the one that ruined Rockefeller, Lior Cohen.
They gave Jay Rockefeller back after you guys sold it, right?
I don't know, man. I don't want to go back to that. I'm just talking about me having to beef with Lior Cohen. See? You see how it always transitions back to Jay? Lior Cohen. That's my beef. Pause. Not Jay. You know, like I said, I can't speak on anybody's business, but if there's any advice I could give, I will. But I just wouldn't advise working with him just based on my history. That's all. I know what he did with me. I know how he played, and I know that he doesn't care about the culture, and I know that he doesn't even feel that he has to even say anything. He's still walking around like I'm not questioning it, like he doesn't have to acknowledge it. I'm a relevant person from this culture, and I'm asking you a question publicly. What have you done for our culture? And I'm not counting that man money. I'm just saying that's the way he rapes our culture. He says, he collects money from a bigger company and says, I'm gonna go get all this urban stuff, and then spends it on his kids and himself. Because that's what I saw him do in front of me. What you think about Lior?
I don't know Lior, I'll be honest.
Do you know anything that he's done in hip hop? Like all these questions, that was the person that was behind a lot of the stuff that was going on. Like that's what I mean. Why do y'all want to know about the rappers? Like aren't y'all curious? Like y'all been talking about the same thing for 5 years. Don't y'all want to know about the other side of the story? Ask about Lior, Todd Moskowitz, and all those players. You know, Julie Greenwald. Ask them about their perspective on what happened. Why don't they get questioned? They make money off us every day. Let's make some money off them. Period. Like, let them see how it feels. Just reverse it. It's about perspective. Like, go interview Lior and ask him those questions.
I don't think I've ever seen a Lior Cohen interview.
Exactly. Of course you don't see. Of course you don't see the puppet master. So it's time to see him. Bring him out.
Where's Steve?
With love.
We were signed to Steve. We gave him a round of applause for being signed to him.
But Steve Rifkin, he's
Where's
here.
Steve Rifkin?
Steve ran away.
Where's the Jewish guy? We gave him a round of applause for being signed to him. So he ain't releasing the tea because he's Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice.
What is your favorite thing about Candace Owens, and what is one thing you disagree with her on?
Well, my favorite thing about Candace is that she will say things that nobody else will say. My least favorite thing about Candace is that she will say things that nobody else will say. I mean, listen, she says things that are audacious and I think need to be said sometimes. Sometimes I think that she is morally wrong. Right? I think the way she responded to Kanye, I've said this clearly, was dead wrong and morally wrong.
What was her response?
Her original response was that she proffered confusion of what Ye was actually talking about. And then she, was defending her friend. I wish that the way that she had responded was by saying, he's my friend, and also he said something bad and anti-Semitic.
I told Candace Owens I couldn't be on the Daily Wire. Like, you can't even explain yourself. And we don't care how you got to that point either. And that's fucked up.
They told Candace you can't be on Daily Wire?
It's not even about, yes, she did. That's what they said. And you know what? And you can have my voice raised or lower. I'm going to do it lower, right? Because what's happening to me I put in your words, the media is saying, not only can you not explain yourself, we don't care how you got to that point. You need to apologize, and you can't explain, and that's the end of the story. So just apologize so we can have Mel Gibson do some more films. And I just described collusion 5 times in this interview. And you keep on going back to this is like 1930. This is like this. This is like that. What I'm saying is, look, I want to work with you as an engineer to free my people.
What do you think about the comments made by Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, about Jewish people?
They're awful.
The bricks don't flip and degrees don't mean shit. Yeah. Earth held woman and God saved man. Thought we was done, he had other plans. Help us get to the promised land. Forgive that man as fast as you can. The devil tried to take your love from me. He gon' light it up, he gon' make you see. Stock market crash, now the eggs are free. You can have the breast, leave the wings for me. Be without ya, I don't wanna see without ya. I don't wanna breathe without you. I don't wanna walk without you. I don't wanna talk without you. I don't wanna spin the block without you. Oh Lord. Yeah. 99 gonna be a hell of a party. Wash my clothes, charge my soul, so I'll be invited. The bricks don't flip and degrees don't mean shit. We finally be free for. We all done wrong. Why I wrote this song. The bricks don't flip and degrees don't mean shit.